Back to Ribbon Candy Hooking. I'm Deanna.
I'm Jocelyn.
And we're here to celebrate Jocelyn's birthday week with our special blowout sale in our ribboncandyhooking.com shop. And it is called 26 for 26. Originally it was going to be called 25 for 25. We were going to do 25 patterns for $25, but we could not weed it down to 25. We had to put 26. And even at that, I missed your masterpiece, which is Those Hookers Are Hot. So we're adding that now to the front as a download, and we'll figure that out. But I just wanted to sit with you for a minute and talk about some of your work and show people some of the designs that are coming up. I just want to say that these designs are coming up. These are great for beginner kits. They're great for your child or grandchild to do. These are kits that come complete with wool and or yarn, depending on the design. So they're typically, we'll show you the sizes, but the largest size would be like 12 by maybe 8, something like that. Some of them are a little bit smaller. None of them are tiny, but they all come with enough supplies to complete the design. So Jocelyn, let's see some of your designs.
One of my favorites.
While Buttons tries to kill someone.
The witch jam sandwich.
Buttons.
It has a nice background.
Yeah.
It's one of my favorites.
Yeah, this is the confetti background. Jam sandwich is one of your iconic pieces of work. And you actually did a video showing people how to draw a folk art cat, and that is jam sandwich.
Just like that.
Just like this.
And
Let's look at. Yep.
By the way, we already have our cat character jam sandwich. I don't know if you heard about it yet, but on the stream we made a sushi dog with a dog that looks like sushi.
Yeah, we got to bring that one out, the sushi dog. That's not one of the 26 for 26, but we'll bring him out right after the birthday celebrations. Sushi dog is turning into a big thing.
Yeah, he's like the salmon on the rice, like that.
Like the salmon roll. Yep.
Yeah.
And this is your portrait of May.
It's mommy.
It's mommy. You missed the part where my hair totally needs to be dyed in the center, but we'll get to that. Everything in its time, right? So that is a portrait of mom. That is just a really nice, naive folk art portrait.
Most of these are, well, I think all of these are on the website. So
all of these are on the website. They're all under 26 for 26. Tidal wave, your giant wave with your crazy fish and then your stylized fish next to it. These are all 100% her drawings. None of this is stuff that I doctored at all. I traced it so that we could create like a more clear file for it for computer quality. Buttons is over there pooping in the background. I'm glad he's not on camera. But this is Tidal Wave, and I think this is one of your best pieces right there. And Silky Night, I named this one. I hope that's all right with you. A bunch of spiders working a web. You got very interested at one point in making spiders webs because the design is so intricate and geometric. I think that was a part of it. You did webs like night after night after night for a while, and it wasn't even Halloween. But this is one of your really successful webs.
Yes.
Yeah.
I made it.
You made it.
Yes.
Yeah. It's really nice. And one of my faves, Cavity Candy, the trick-or-treating stylized pumpkin you did in a heart shape with a handle and a couple pieces of candy behind it. The pattern will be bigger than this. I'm not going to send anything quite this small. That's a little bit too small. We'll make this bigger, something like a 9 by 9.
If you want to make the tiniest tuck bigger, we could.
Yeah, I mean, when people like to do Russian punch needle and stuff, they like to work real small. This is real small too, and it won't come this small. I should be showing these backwards probably, or I can just flip the video. But this is your RIP, when you figured out what RIP meant from like visiting graveyards.
Rest in peace.
Yeah, then we got into doing stones like this. And this is beautiful art. A lot of people, and people on my tours, when I used to have a tour bus, I would always bring chalks and paper, so if we stopped at a nice graveyard and we had a little extra time, they could do rubbings of the face or the art on top of it. And a lot of people enjoyed doing that, and then wrote and said that they had framed them. That made me feel good.
Wait, I want you to do something. Look at the face. They died by anger.
They died by anger. Anger killed this person. Yeah, maybe he had like some kind of a crazy heart attack or a stress attack. I know that feeling. This is called flower pots. And this is like an elephant and a dog or a monkey on top of a hill.
I have no idea what this is.
You can decide. She doesn't have a clear idea, but it's got a beautiful tulip character, a bunch of flowers, and 2 of them are in flower pots. A beautiful hill and an open primitive background. to be able to fill in any color you want. When I kit these, I'll tell you a little bit in a minute about the kitting of them. Another underwater one, Jellyfish Cave, with like 2 jellyfish.
And a sea turtle.
And a sea turtle, and then these really stylized shapes you did. That could be seaweed or coral or...
I always thought it was like seagrass.
Seagrass, okay.
Yeah, seagrass.
Yeah, that's super lovely. Here's another one of your underwater designs, Shark Attack. What is he going for, a dolphin or something? Doesn't really matter. It's a fish with a very big eye. That is one scared fish.
It might be a swordfish, I don't know.
It might be a swordfish. Should have put a longer nose on it. You can turn it into a swordfish if you want. Just extend that little nose. Oh man, we love this so much. We made up a song. Don't sing the song, because you know why. The song had one bad word in it that we can't seem to stop singing without the one bad word. But we liked this design so much that we made up a song for Polka the Bat. And you made up a story about Polka the Bat going to the playground, remember? And she liked finding things, and she found somebody's sunglasses that they left at the playground, and she put them on and was hanging upside down on the jungle gym, and they fell off, and Polka the Bat.
And, okay, yeah, we're back with
a little bit of wind.
Yes.
And you wanted to say one more thing about Polka the Bat.
I made these for like a border, but she turned it into a background, and I call it Cheerios.
Yeah, she did this as a border, these irregular circles, and very cave facet in design.
They're not circles, they're Cheerios.
They're Cheerios. And yeah, you had it as a border on some of your other pieces, so I just dropped it into the background because I thought it would make it more interesting. Polka the Bat flying through a sky filled with Cheerios. And not only Cheerios, buttered Cheerios with celery salt. Poodle Cat. What do you have to say about that, Joss? This is a work of modern art that Matisse, I think, would be jealous of.
Oh, you did make this a border?
I added a border. She gave me a bunch of borders to use, and I added a border to Poodle Cat that looked like his maybe feet or some body part. But I thought it was neat. He's got a few hairs, he's got a wacky expression, but I mean, come on. That is modern art. Anybody could hook that, a beginner or not. And this is your kitty faces. I did a repeat pattern with her stencil, her cat stencil, and she drew faces for it. So we dropped in different faces on the repeat pattern. This is a nice, easy one to start with for sure. And this would come out great. You could frame this. You could use it as a mouse mat. Maybe not. Maybe it's the wrong texture. You could use it as a mug mat. Really nice.
You used the stencil.
I used your stencil, yeah.
But
and that's why I needed you to draw all those faces. Running away.
Can I get one thing?
Oh yeah, go ahead.
From the puppet?
Okay, so while she does that, I'm going to show a few of our other designs. She's got some kind of a prop she wants to include. This is called Running Away. It's a frightened cat with his claws out and a terrified expression on his face, who appears to be wearing a lacy dress. Thought that was really cute. She gets into Halloween too because we celebrate the holidays over the top. I think this is my favorite. I called it To Catch a Star because she's got Frankenstein out in a night sky that again is super like Matisse Chagall. She doesn't even know these artists yet, so it's crazy that she works in this style. I guess it's just that it's so folky and primitive. Night sky with the stars and the moon together, and Frankenstein is actually holding a star in his hand. I love that one. I got to do that one. This is a wacky one. Oh, okay, good idea. I'll show this one, then you show that. This one is Santa in a crab shell. So if you can see this face right here, a gnome-like face, it could be a gnome and not Santa. I just called it Santa in a crab shell with a little rosy cheek, and he's in this weird modern thing that looked like a crab shell. I'm going to do this one too, Joss. I love Santa in a crab shell. You want to show your prop there?
Yes, these are borders.
Yeah.
So of course the Cheerios. It's kind of like zigzags with trees or leaves in them.
Definitely.
You already saw these. I call it like
Poodle paw.
Yeah. And these are diamonds. They at the end are kind of messed up.
Oh well, they still look really good. You know, folk art is supposed to be messed up. It's supposed to be a little bit imperfect. This is my favorite rug of yours. I'm going to do this full size for the living room. This is she called this River Rocks.
Or you did.
I called it River Rocks because it looks. I thought you called it River Rocks.
No.
Okay. Well, now it's River Rocks, and it's completely your design. I had started with a floral design with two roses in the center, and I immediately hated it. And she took it over and made it into river rocks, which I absolutely love.
Yeah.
So this is going to be done like full size for the living room.
Yeah,
I absolutely love it.
Yeah, there was a backstory. You were like making something, you didn't like it, and I took over it, and I made it river rock.
It's nice when there's a backstory. Yeah, we do all our best work in bed.
This is a Five Nights at Freddy's thing.
So Five Nights at Freddy's is a video game. It's a horror video game that the kids play. And this cupcake design is based on, what's that cupcake called? Just
Mr.
cupcake? He's like a killer cupcake kind of thing. So you did a bunch of them for this, and it fits really well for both Halloween but also for your birthday.
Yes, it's cupcakes.
Yeah, yeah. So I just called it birthdays, plural, because there's more than one. So it's like you're celebrating a birthday with each cupcake. We would need 7 for it to be you.
Is that Buttons?
This is Buttons the dog. I did this one. I did this one with like a really multi-green background. I should put it up again. It's my, if you're my friend on Facebook, not just in our group, it's my banner, like my top page thing.
It's Buttons.
Buttons
right
the
there.
dog. Buttons the pooper.
Buttons.
Yep, that's how you spell Buttons. And this is your new cat.
His name is Bloomer,
His name is Bloomer.
and he looks kind of weird.
He looks kind of weird, but he has a nice open background. And if you get Bloomer, I'm certainly going to give you like a hand-dyed, color-changing, variegated wool for the background. So he would be fairly solid, and then the background would pop with crazy hand-dyed stuff.
Bloomer.
We'll do one of our hand-dyed colors back there. I love this one.
Wait, I think that's one of Teddy's.
No, this one's yours. Is this Teddy's? Oh no, this is Date with a Vampire. You just wrote this last night. Regardless, we're questioning whether this is Teddy's design, because Teddy's a wonderful artist too. But Joss wrote Date with a Vampire on it last night. So we are using it in the 26 for 26. We'll showcase Teddy on his birthday.
It's a collaboration.
It's a collaboration. So it appears to be a vampire with a rose in his hand in the text Date with a Vampire.
I thought it kind of looked like a wine glass.
Oh, maybe it's a wine glass. It depends. Yeah, it depends on what kind of date it is. I like to have a little wine on a date. I think this is my favorite. Counting monsters. Measuring monsters. You did a monster, and then you did like a ruler up the side. Oh, there's a bird. So measuring monsters is another Halloween themed one, but in general you just love like dinosaurs and monsters. This is part of a series. We got to speed up because you got so many designs.
Yes.
Herd of horses.
Oh.
Joss started drawing horses in threes and doing this thing that was a premise like herd of horses versus the original one was a piece of candy, like a wrapped piece of candy. And then it was like herd of horses versus a speck of dust. Herd of horses versus a molecule, the atom. Herd of horses versus a puddle, like this kind of thing. So for a while in bed every night she was drawing a herd of horses and then writing VS dot video game style versus and like something insane. She did this design yesterday, Indian corn, and as you can see it has 3 hooked rug hooks in it and like an autumn leaf and a thing of Indian corn in a husk.
This one is also one of my favorites.
It's one of your favorites? I love this one. This is very autumnal.
I feel like this one would sell really well because it's fall.
Because it's fall and because it has the hooks in it. This is another portrait of Mama, right?
It kind of looks like a character.
And it has the Cheerios in it.
Oh yeah.
It's half border and half background. So that's kind of up for grabs. That's very 1980s, which really fits because that's when Mama was kind of.
But the thing about this,
yep.
Well, we have a character in our channel, Bubble Fart.
Yeah, on your Bubble Fart channel. Oh right.
Well, we were gonna make a character called Banuna.
Yeah.
And
so,
it kind of looks like this.
So we have a character on their channel called Banuna,
and she talks like this, and we have long conversations with Banuna, and Banuna is a puppet that has a banana's head.
So we do a lot of talking about Banuna, and we make up stories about Banuna. So the head is Banuna, the body is Mama.
I think that's number 27.
Oh,
it's not on the side yet.
27?
So that's the bonus one.
Oh, a bonus one. All right.
I'll
so we have more than 26 for 26. We have at least 27, and with those hookers are hot 28. But this is a beautiful composition with a little animal, a pumpkin, a mountain landscape that I thought was spectacular with some little puffy clouds. And she's even got some grass drawn and a bunch of fallen leaves. That's just a beautiful composition, Joss. That is a bit Walt Disney. I can't remember which way it went. I guess this way. And then the last but not least, for now, we'll show Hookers Are Hot on the website because I think that's inside. This very basic one, what did you call this? We never named it.
What's she doing?
You think
I
about
have it. I have it as tongue on the website.
Tongue. Okay, we'll call him Tongue for now. Is that all right for you?
And if you have any better...
Maybe we should call him Raspberry to be a bit more whimsical.
Wait. If any of you have a better name, you can put it in the comments.
If you have a better name than Raspberry or Tongue, which I'm sure you do, put it in the comments. And Joss will decide what the best name for this monster is. I hooked this monster last year.
And the best name for him,
Yeah.
I'm gonna heart the comments.
And the best name, you're going to heart the comments. But this is the monster, formerly known as Tongue or Raspberry, that is waiting for his next name. So Joss hooked, well, you hooked most of it. I just hooked the circle border and around the eyes because it was too much for someone beginning.
You want some
But
name?
she hooked all this orangey stuff. You did an amazing job. And I think I might have hooked this. No, you hooked that tongue.
Yeah, that's nice.
Yeah, no, she did that.
This is where I started to rock
Oh God, there's a spider on me. Holy, sorry. It was a big one. I hope it wasn't a black widow or a recluse. Oh my God, did you see the size of that thing? Talk about Halloween. We gotta get these pictures out of here. They're bringing us bad luck. It's like the Brady Bunch with the thing crawling up Peter's chest. Anyway, Jess, what were you gonna say?
He wants a name right now. You should put it in.
So I'm so creeped out right now.
Me
Major
too.
heebie-jeebies.
This is why I'm standing over here.
Okay, let's get away from these chairs. That thing was enormous. So, in short, check out Jocelyn's 26 for 26. It seems like there's more like 28 for 26. Come up with a name for this character. Leave us a comment about it. Also, instead of getting a kit, if you get a kit, please write in the comments whether you would like your wool cut into a number 5 or number 8. Also, tell me in terms of color scheme whether you want surprise or tell me your favorite colors or color scheme. Like, I like autumn colors, I like bright colors, I like dark colors, something like that, so I can give you colors that you like in your kit. And we're gonna get all of those out this week before her birthday. Her birthday's on Wednesday and we're ending the sale, I think, on Friday. Because this is like a crazy sale, like this is less than at cost for these materials. But we really want to celebrate some of her designs in true folk art, which is naive, primitive, childlike. We want to celebrate Jocelyn's incredible talent with this.
So in 3 days it's going to be my birthday?
In 3 days it's going to be your birthday.
So make sure you go on, what is the date?
The sale is now until Wednesday the 30th is your birthday, Thursday the 1st, Friday the 2nd. So the 2nd, October 2nd, 2020, the sale on this particular thing ends, but her designs will still be available.
Yes.
See you soon. Have a great day from Ribbon Candy Hooking. Happy weekend.